What do you enjoy most about your job as a casting director?
I think it's a thing of being able to bring people together and putting together a sort of jigsaw puzzle of talent, trying to work your way through a bit of a maze really at the beginning, and then hopefully by the end of it you come up with something that works for everybody. It's good for, I think, just talking to people, meeting people, communicating, which I probably don't do terribly well most of the time. But that's the bit I enjoy most. It's the creative side of it. When it comes to doing deals and things like that, I could certainly do without it. Meeting actors and putting them together with directors is what it's really, the joy of it.
And how do you create your shortlist?
We actually do a lot of the casting process is done through seeing actors in the theatre, certainly in the UK, going to drama schools. So it's creating a pool of actors, and then you just have to looking back through previous lists that we have, whether or not it's something very specific. Then you would maybe do a breakdown on something like Spotlight, but we tend not to do that. We tend to just pull actors from plays that we've seen, from films that we've seen, from television, and it's a case of trying to find the person who best fits the description, the best fits what the director requires.
Can you give us a few short tips on how to best prepare for an audition as an actor?
Learn your lines. The most important thing. If you're sent a text, if the more you can learn it, the more you can familiarise yourself with those words, the more confident you will be in the audition. In a way, we don't need the most perfect performance. If you stumble on the words a little, that's not a problem. But I think just to try and be in that character as much as possible. And if you have the words in your head and you're not having to constantly refer to them on the page, then it's certainly a big help.
What is the most common mistake that actors do during an audition?
I can't think that there's a common mistake. I think that my job as a casting director is to try and make the actor feel as relaxed and as at ease as possible in order to get the best performance out of them. So I don't think it would necessarily be a mistake, but very often actors will arrive and they are obviously nervous. So if there's any way, people have their own little methods, just trying to contain those nerves. We're there to help. We want them, we want the actor to do well. We don't want the actor to come in and do a bad audition. So we're there to try and help, and that's an important thing for them to remember, I think. We're on their side. So.
What do you think actors will get by attending this event, Hello Actors VIP?
Well, it'll be interesting for us as well, because I think it's just a case of perhaps hearing from casting directors from different places. Obviously, we're all casting directors, but we work in slightly different ways sometimes, and I think that perhaps just sometimes to personalise things so they can see who we are, they can see that we're not scary dragons who, as I said before, we're there to help. It's a good thing for us to meet them. Hopefully we can give them some idea about the sort of thing that we would expect from a self-tape. That seems to be the most, one of the biggest advances in the last few years is actors self-taping, particularly if they're coming from elsewhere. Then obviously it's a first step. So hopefully that will our talk this evening will help with that.